Why did you say you loved me?
Because I do love you.
Ah, you mean platonic love. I've had nothing but platonic love all my life. Do you know what I say? Fuck Plato! Fuck all of this, not 100% commitment! Paul!
I can't let you go any further.
Let's discuss nature.
Be quiet, Christy. Christy.
What are you going to do about it, Peter? You're a nice man. What are you going to do about it?
Peter, sit down.
I'm going to wheel you out of this restaurant.
Yeah.
Stop!
Will the crap!
Stop it! I can break it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
And the Oscar goes to Daniel Day-Lewis in My Left Foot.
I could see him changing into that person daily as we would move forward, as he explored these different talents and skills. I remember on his last day of training, he fired the weapon, continually striking the bullseye.
It either has to be necessary psychological background, or it's because it delivers Daniel Day-Lewis to a place where there's no question of confidence. He is Hawkeye. He can do everything Hawkeye could do.
I can understand why anyone wants to cast Daniel Day-Lewis, but still, why did you cast him for this film?
Well, Daniel had done My Left Foot with me, you know. I know he knew he was politically sensitive to the subject. I knew his commitment level.
Talk about commitment. He goes very, very, very far for a role.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that as a director?
It's easy, you know. I mean, for me, it's great because he's so committed. It kind of focuses the movie in a way and allows me to be freer, you know.
But he let himself be detained, harassed, tortured almost. Do you allow that as a director?
I said to him, there's a problem in the movie that I can't do right, and I can't resolve in the writing. And the problem is, nobody will understand why the guy signs his life away. They're always going to assume he's guilty. So he I suppose in his head he thought, well, I better be really messed up. So he because he didn't sleep for a few days, when we did those scenes, he was really out there.
And then I knew I was bad. I knew I was bad. Then you see, so I started to cry. And I started to tell lies, the same fucking lies I've been telling all my gobshite fucking life. But you know what that means? It means words don't mean anything. Stop this. Only this time I got everyone into trouble. It doesn't matter, does it? Because I'm no good anyhow. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Keep away from me, being following me all your fucking life, and now you are in jail. Are you doing this deliberately?
No.
Are you doing it deliberately?
Stop it.
Are you doing it deliberately? Did you call that a fucking dig, eh? Did you call that a fucking dig? Hit me harder. Hit me, lad. Hit me fucking harder. Hit me fucking harder. I want to see your fucking life. Hit me like a real father. Stop it.
And I remember, you know, walking around this crazy set, and then we're working on the script constantly every day. And then it was like 2 days before we started shooting. And, you know, we've been saying, hi, Daniel, hi, Marty, you know, good morning, stuff like that. And Daniel just I kind of walked by, and Daniel went, Daniel looked, I said, morning, Danny, and he went, And I said, oh shit, game on, game on. Okay. I didn't say, I don't think I said another word to him through the 9 months that we were there. It was just, you know, he was Bill the Butcher, and that was it. He was Bill the Butcher.
You killed an elected official?
Who elected him?
You don't know what you've done to yourself.
I know your works. You are neither cold nor hot. So because you are lukewarm, I will spew you out of my mouth. You can build your filthy world without me. I took the father, now I'll take the son. You tell young Valen, I'm gonna paint Paradise Square with his blood. 2 coats. I'll festoon my bedchamber with his guts. As for you, Mr. Tammany fucking Hall, you come down to the points again, and you'll be dispatched by mine own hand. I'll get back to your celebration and let me eat in peace. I paid you fair.
There's commitment, and then there's Daniel Day-Lewis.
And the actor goes to Daniel Day-Lewis.
I remember seeing Daniel for the first time, who I had known, and we'd done a film together called The Battle of Jack and Rose, and I love him, but I remember showing up there and seeing him in his clothes and hearing his voice and, you know, going, oh, shit.
Those areas have been drilled. Those areas have been drilled.
Oh, they haven't.
Yes, it's called drainage, Eli. See, I own everything around it, so of course I get what's underneath it.
But there are no derricks there. This is the Bandy tract. Do you understand?
Do you understand, Eli? That's more to the point. Do you understand? I drink your water. I drink it up. Every day, I drink the blood of lamb from Bandy's tract. You can sit down again.
And the Oscar goes to Daniel Day-Lewis.
and there will be blood.
This is the second Academy Award and fourth nomination for Daniel Day-Lewis.
I was so impressed, and I think, I mean, I don't know how you feel about his work, but I think he's sort of
terrific.
A unique phenomenon. It's brilliant, the shit he does. He stays in the voice, he stays in the mood.
But he doesn't show up in a horse and carriage when he comes to the set.
but when I arrived, I received, or I found a note that he had written me on old paper with a quill and ink.
Wow.
And
Oh,
he
my goodness.
apparently in penmanship that he had studied that is similar to, I mean, he obsesses
Amazing.
for a year before he does a role, and he just works the character for a year.
Wow.
And again, because Daniel is playing with such sort of organic spontaneity, Stephen would have this uncanny ability to be like, oh, you're going to do it that way? Great, cool. Give me 1 second. I'm going to set up this shot. And he would say, Mr. President, can you please take a step to the left? And he'd set up a shot.
He had
so
to call
quick.
Daniel Day-Lewis Mr. President.
He called him Mr. President, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Everyone called him Mr. President.
Commissioners appear today, or
State by
worse,
state,
on
you
the
can
morning.
I can't listen to this anymore. I can't accomplish a goddamn thing of any human meaning or worth until we cure ourselves of slavery and end this pestilential war. And whether any of you or anyone else knows it, I know I need this. This amendment is that cure. We're stepped out upon the world stage now. Now! With the fate of human dignity in our hands. Blood's been spilt to afford us this moment. Now! Now! Now!
And the BAFTA goes to Daniel Day-Lewis.
Because I've heard these stories about him staying in character for like months, weeks at a time.
Months.
Months at a time. So he does do that.
Absolutely, he does that. Yeah.
I see.
I mean, you don't go to work with Daniel Day-Lewis. You go to work with whoever his character is. That's who you see when you get to work in the morning, and that's who leaves at night. So
He jokes around?
he'll joke in character. A
Really?
little bit, yeah.
He also said he's retiring from acting. Was that at the conclusion of shooting this movie?
Well, yeah.
I can't work. I can't concentrate. I have no confidence. She does not fit in this house. We built this house, the two of us. Now she's turning the whole bloody place upside down. She's turning me inside out. She's turning you and me against each other. Her arrival has cast a very long shadow, Cyril.
Mrs. Vaughn is satisfied with the dress.
No one gives a tinker's fucking curse about Mrs. Vaughn's satisfaction.
Thank you, Alma. Not at all.
What a model of politeness you two are. There is an air of quiet death in this house, and I do not like the way it smells.